Sciences. And like I said, I'm just so excited to bring this to you guys today. We have got something gold happening here at Q Sciences. And my sister, Shelby Wiegand, is going to tell you guys all about it. She is phenomenal. My sister is one of the first people that joined me in the business. She's also a bronze ambassador. She is a mom of two, a full-time RN. And when she joined this business, she was actually working in hospice full-time, 60 hours a week. So it can totally happen for anyone, whether you're busy or you're not busy. This is something that we have set up for everyone to succeed. So I'm going to kick it over to Shelby. Like I said, she's going to do a great job of just going over all of the products, the business, everything today. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear what she has to say.
Thank you so much. Yes, welcome everyone. Give me just a second. I would like to get my screen shared with you so we can go through some things together. I'm going to teach you some awesome things here. Let's just get this blown up. Okay. So yes, as Sarah said, I'm Shelby Wiegand. I'm a registered nurse, wife, mom of two. This is my beautiful family. And again, I just want to thank you again for your time. I know time is precious. I understand the essence of, once it's gone, we can't get it back. So I'm going to be very respectful of your time and go over the meat and potatoes of what is so amazing here that we have so that you have the best information in your hands at the end of this to make a qualified decision. So with that said, grab yourself a pen and paper so that you can jot down some notes, because we're going to be going quickly, and I'm sure I'll say something that will catch your ear or eye that interests you, and make sure you write it down, because the person that invited you here is going to be following up with you. So that way you have a quick reference of what you are interested in. Now, maybe you have found yourself here because one of your family or friends close to you is doing this business, and they have found something here truly monumental that they feel you can add value to your life with as well. Maybe you're suffering with symptoms that we want to help you align with great products. And maybe you have no idea why you're here and you're just a fly on the wall, and that's cool too. I admire the folks who don't have their camera turned on, but they're here as a listening ear, because I too was once a fly on the wall with Q Sciences. So my story began 18 months ago with this company. And if I'm being really honest, I was drowning pre-Q. I was drowning in my personal life. My relationships were suffering. My career, though I was a well-paid registered nurse in the hospice field, I was a slave to that corporate career. I did work 60 to 70 hours a week. I loved being a hospice nurse and what it entailed with actually impacting and touching the trajectory of someone's life and death. But I didn't own my time. I didn't own my time outside of work. If I wanted to take a vacation, it just pretty much wasn't feasible. I was strapped to corporate meetings and a whole host of things that I could probably go on about for days. But the biggest thing was, while I loved what I did and I was compensated very well, I did not own my time. So keep that in your mind. And then where my family is concerned, we are a family in addiction recovery. My husband is 3 years clean. And I won't get into the spoils of what it looked like when we were in our valley. But what I will say is, you have no idea what you are made of until addiction strikes your life. And it tore my life apart. It tore our relationship apart. It tore our family apart. It tore relationships with others apart. Doors that were open at one point slammed shut. And you don't realize the level of support you do or don't have until you go through struggles in life. And I had to rebuild our lives from the ground up. I insert Q after about 18 months of us being clean and sober. And it came in our lives at exactly the right point in time. We did a geographical change. We knew no one. I wanted to do a job change, but like I said, was struggling and suffering because I was strapped to that job in my heartstrings and the pay. So I met my sister-in-law, introduced me to a good friend of ours, Taryn Sarconi, on our team. And she said, you have to meet these folks. You have to try this. She knew I was suffering with some anxiety and depression. And she wanted me to try the products. Now, being a registered nurse, I was very skeptical. I was like, why are you trying to get me to put marijuana in my body? Number one. But number two, things like this just don't work. It's one of those things. And I literally said that to Taryn. I was like, dude, this is a pyramid scheme and I don't want a thing to do with it. And she was like, let me ask you something. Do you know of one thing that is not a pyramid? Think of one business, one organization, one place to work. Even the hospitals, the company you work for, the school you went to, Kmart, Target, Walmart, Sears, Amazon, Disney. I could go on for days, guys, but it all involves one person, a founder, a CEO at the top, and then you have the managers, and then you have the manufacturers, and then you have the staff. What is that? That's pyramid. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are so right. Okay, well, what the hell? Let's give it a try. Let's check it out. And so much has birthed from that I could go on for days about. But what I will tell you is that I was able to walk away from the hospice job that sucked the soul from me. I work part-time. I work 3 days a week now because I'm bringing in $2,000 a month on the side. That's extra income that I was able to generate and create in my spare time. I had no idea how to run and operate a business or a team. I know all things about science and health and wellness, but nothing about business. I'm successful here because we have proven systems and servant leaders that teach and show us how to be successful. I have paid down some debts and really poor financial decisions that I had made. And I'm looking to be debt-free within the next year. I've also been able to make a ton of friends all over the world. You remember me talking about how I had to rebuild my life? That meant friendships. People I was friends with for 20 years turned their backs on us because they didn't support a family in addiction or recovery. That happens to those people, not me, right? So I was able to align myself with a body of like-minded, goal-oriented, just wonderful folks that I'm now able to do life with and lock arms with and partner with. And that to me is something that I get emotional about because it just means all the more in the world when you're in the right place. That's life coming into alignment. So, and you know, it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't aligned myself with the right company. Like if I would have jumped in the boat with, and I'm not knocking these companies, but leggings, makeup, or something else, I would have been seriously limited in my market. I love this company because they were based off of science. This company was started off of one single product that I'll talk about here in a little bit that changed everything and is changing the world one family at a time. It was founded in 2012, primarily sold in chiropractic and doctors' offices until just recently when we received our 700% growth, and we are now in almost 20 markets. That's amazing. And we owe it all to the folks on this slide here. So over on the left, you'll see Mr. Jake Spencer. He actually is the president of the company. This slide's a little dated. This gentleman is someone who spent years in the field of marketing before it was truly a social selling business, before social media was a thing. He was in living rooms, in homes, and building teams on the ground. So he knows everything there is to know. And he comes down to the field to help us and invest in us and train us all of the time. So he took this company down to the studs and said, Mark, the founder over there in the top corner, Mark, dude, you got to get this into the masses' hands. You cannot just market this on word of mouth alone in doctors' offices. Now, Mark Wilson, our founder and CEO, was someone who had a successful Super Bowl career. He had a successful real estate career. He jumped back into working because he wanted to impact lives for generations to come. I think it's important to talk about that because that's something that I wanted to do. That's why I became a nurse. And with this, I'm able, like him, to align to so many more families than I was just in the medical field, treating things with traditional medicine and nursing interventions. So he also had a granddaughter who was suffering with autism, and the symptoms associated with that, I'm sure you can understand the behaviors. But he bought the rights to a product called Q-Max, which we'll boil into, that actually has clinical research to show that it helps with the symptoms associated with that and a host of other mental health diagnoses. Then we have Mr. Bengt Emanuelson. He heads up our European market. Did you guys know that the supplement world is actually really poorly regulated? Here in the United States, we only ban like 10 things, and then that's an estimate in our products. In Europe, it's over 1,000 things they ban. This dude makes sure that we follow those standards, that our products are, good products, and that they can ship and transfer across the borders, because other countries are very strict on what they allow in and out. This guy, oh man, he is the guru where science is concerned. Raise your hand if you're a science nerd. If I had more hands to raise, I would. I'm a total science freak, and just to listen to this man talk blows my mind. You want to talk about the cutting edge of science, the cutting edge of technology? This guy was our first employee at the company. And other companies are just now looking at science, looking at alternatives, and hiring actual MDs to look at their products, research them, and endorse or deny them. We've been doing this since day one, and that speaks volumes about who we are as a company. He believes that science doesn't stand still. He's a naturopath that owned his own practice, as well as being the chief editor for WebMD for 17 years. WebMD, the website that you go to Google your problems and figure out if you're dying or not. He was at the other end of the computer trying to decide what was best. And here's some things that he learned. People aren't talking about the struggle with mental health. People aren't talking about the deal that we are paid by big pharma in this country, in the United States, and that they are lining their pockets, these pharmaceutical companies, and that there is something to be said for natural health and wellness, and that there are products out there that exist that truly work, maybe even better than traditional medicine, but that they can work together. That's crazy, synergistically. And he created the product line that does. We have something here for everyone. My number one thing about choosing a company to align with was I didn't want to be limited. And again, not knocking these other companies, but I can only sell leggings to women for the most part. I can only sell perfumes to certain people. I can only sell weight loss products to some folks. In this line of products, I'm not limited. Male, female, 272, can't swallow pills, no matter what it is. Somebody has a health issue or something that they want to add to their wellness for, and I can help them with that. So, there's no one I can't touch with these. As you can see, there's something here for everyone, and I'm just going to dig a little bit deeper here. Now, this slide's a little bit dated, so bear with me. The system looks a little different now, but this is our flagship product, the #1 product on auto ship, the #1 thing that everybody wants and needs, and I endorse and back that as well as a medical professional. Everybody needs good supplementation. If you were to take this 4-part system and take it to like GNC or Vitamin World, you would not be able to get it into 4 bottles, #1, and the price you would pay would be astronomical. This is $136, just so you know, and you cannot put a price on your health, because you're either going to invest in your health today, or you're going to pay for your dysregulation and poor health later. And that's by having a whole host of diseases and dysfunctions. And look around, folks. Look at the older population and how sick they are. This is why. They did not take care of their bodies the proper way. We're smarter, we're stronger, we're better. There's no reason why you cannot take care of yourself by taking these products. So Q-Max, that's the #1 supplement. That's the supplement I talked about that has 34 clinical studies, non-paid. That means that the Mayo Clinic, Harvard, Cleveland, all these places wanted to do their own clinical research because they thought that it was a good product that worked. Now, this product, we can say that it helps with symptoms of anxiety, depression, bipolar, autism, sleep disorders, PTSD, and a whole host of different things. If you're a science nerd and want to take a look at those studies, they're real, they exist, and we can send them to you. Or if you're like Sarah and you're good enough to know, like you realize that it's golden and you can take the opinion of a medical professional, just know that it truly works. Why? It crosses your blood-brain barrier. You have a protective network around your brain that stops things from getting in, even the good things like vitamins. This supplement is chelated and broken down small enough so that it crosses through, and it helps turn off the switches that create the rage, that create the I want to choke you so bad right now, the switches that create the I feel so sad I can't get out of bed today, the switches that create the tearfulness and the mom, you know, the mom locking yourself in the bathroom just to have 5 minutes to yourself. It helps with that. Trust me. And ask your friend who invited you here for more info about that. I can talk about this product all day, and that's just one product. So see what we have here. Then we have our line supplement. It's really good for inflammation down to a cellular level. So whether you're looking to decrease the puffiness in your face or decrease some mild discomforts that you may have and increase joint mobility, it is a phenomenal product. We pair it in our weight loss supplement because, like I said, it works down to a cellular level on inflammation. But it's amazing to help with discomfort and inflammation in your joints, in your muscles. My sister-in-law is nodding because she's obsessed with it for that reason. I like it for the weight loss sector. Then we have our biotics. Everybody knows that you need a good biotic in your life. They're not all created equally. This product is patented. It is time released. It travels all the way through your gut. It lives through your stomach acid and is not destroyed. It will help you if you have digestion issues, if you have issues going to the bathroom, whether it's feast or famine, if you catch my drift, it will help make you regular. And that is super duper important. Everybody should be on a good biotic. The fourth thing in our system right now, we were pairing our silver product. And if you want more information about silver, ask who invited you, because it is limitless. Silver is a limitless thing that will help with literally just about anything you have. It's a pathogen assassin. But right now there are several other things you can pair in the system. We have hemp oil that you can get with this supplement system. We have vitamin sprays that you can get with it. So make sure you ask the person that invited you. Here is our Q-Fit weight loss supplement line. Now, this is something I'm really passionate about. I would like for one moment for Cynthia Fleming, can you unmute yourself and just talk about for 1 minute, what has Q-Fit weight loss done for your life?
It's changed my life. I am now 86 pounds lighter, 87.5 inches gone. I now weigh less than I did in high school. It's not magic. I joined the challenges. I followed the meal plans. But when I wasn't in the challenge and still continuing to take the products, I dropped 12 pounds just by taking the products and doing a little bit of walking. And I might add that I've done literally hardly any exercise because of some old injuries I have. But then by taking some of our other products, I've been able to incorporate walking, a little bit of weightlifting into my regimen, and it's been phenomenal. We're starting another weight loss challenge next week, and I'm in. Even though I weigh 118 pounds today, I'm in because I love the support and the education we get from the lady running the challenge, which is, she's phenomenal.
This is amazing. Okay, so Cynthia is also my mom, but so really cool. This is a family business too, but thank you so much, Cynthia. I love how she talked about, even though she's 118 pounds, she is still going to be in it to win it, because it's not a weight loss challenge. It is a fitness challenge. And now she has to implement healthy lifestyle changes to continue to maintain that. So we have two different ends of the spectrum here. Those before pictures on the bottom left, bottom before and after, that's me. I lost 20 pounds in a month from these products and working out very sparingly because I lead a very busy life. Now, as you can see, I had a lot of visceral fat around my midsection, a lot of inflammation, if you will. That's where that Align supplement helped me reduce that. And all I did was take the Align, our trim, which is our fat burner, carb blocker, and metabolism regulator, which has been huge for me because my blood sugar would always do this on a diet. This sustains it, sustains my appetite, and I'm losing actual fat around my waist. You notice how I'm getting that hourglass shape now. I always used to look like a box. And then I will, not every day, not always, but today I'm drinking a meal replacement shake. Meal replacement shakes are in the back there. There's chocolate and vanilla. They are so good. I'm not kidding. They're not chalky. They're not gritty. You don't want to throw them back up into the cup. I promise you. They have good carbs, protein, and calories in them. Plus, the shakes have a full dose of that Q-Max supplement in them in every serving. Let's talk about bang for your buck, and they're around $50, okay, for a box of them. So what do you have to lose here but a little weight and gain a better mindset? Then we have our energy drinks that you can add. There's the Q Sport, which that's the key lime grape flavor. We just came out with a dragon fruit that is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, you guys, it tastes like Starburst. It is the best energy drink I have ever tried in my life. I used to be a Red Bull-aholic. I was like 3 to 4 24-ounce cans a day. Now I do still do 2 of these sport energy drinks a day, but it sustains me. I don't need coffee. I don't need crap. I don't crash, and they help you. When you sign up with the QFit challenge or just purchase any of the products in the line, you do get accountability with it. We have our QFit website, our QFit group. You can be a part of a challenge if you want. But one thing you need to know is we are in this with you. You have a team of support. You can, if you want to take it to the next level, have meal plans, shopping lists, workouts, at-home workouts, a support group of people all over the world. You just heard it from Cindy. She's someone who can't work out. Like, I can work out, but there are people in every walk of life. You can see the guy up top. He did a total body transformation because he did every single thing. I was only able to incorporate a couple things. So it really meets you where you're at, and that's one of the things I love about the product line. So our sprays are our second best thing, if you ask me. The vitamin pack that I first talked about is #1 in every household. But if you're someone who can't do pills, like children, maybe you just don't like to swallow pills, maybe you've had weight loss surgery, absorption issues, these sprays are for you. They're problem and solution oriented. They're under 20 bucks a piece individually, or you can buy a large pack. There's one for pain support. There's vitamin C plus zinc, which is amazing for right now to decrease your viral load and the chances of getting sick if those around you are sick. Hint, hint. Vitamin D. Vitamin B12 is my #2 favorite one because it's fully methylated. Write that down. Fully methylated. You're going to want to know what that means because it's really, really important in the science world when it comes to your vitamins. Boost spray, which will help boost your metabolism and suppress your appetite. And then sleep spray. Sleep spray is the #1. I cannot accentuate that enough. We just released a sleep study with this product. Yes, I said that, a sleep study to show that it's improving people get to sleep, stay asleep. It's decreasing their sleepiness the following day after. You don't get that hangover feeling. It is safe. You can give it to your kids. I give it to my kids. They have one in their nightstand each. It does have a little bit of melatonin in it, but it works really, really well. You need to check out the sleep spray, if nothing else, in this presentation. So know that. Full spectrum hemp. This is where it's at right now. Full spectrum hemp is everywhere. But you need to know that not all hemp is created equally. So it's all about how it's made, where it's manufactured, is it tested or not. Our products are third-party tested before they are bottled, and you have the ability, I don't have a product in front of me, but the thing I love most about our hemp line, every product has a QR code on the back of it. It's like a little proof of purchase. There it is. My mom's showing it. You can scan that code. It takes you right to the test when you do that for your batch, not, some rando section of the hemp field. Your batch, it shows you the complete breakdown of everything in it, to and include that there's no THC, so you're not going to get high from this. You're going to pass a drug test, but it shows you that there's more than just CBD in it, and that's what makes the product so, so great. We own our own hemp fields. We own our own airspace. There's no pesticides or toxins or anything else in our product. It's also water soluble, which means that it's 85% absorbed. The traditional stuff that's out there from these big leading companies is not water soluble. You only absorb 5 to 10% of it when you do that, when you take the water out of it. Our body is made up of mostly water. It loves water. If we put water in it, it works very well. You try to put oil into your body, it doesn't absorb very well. So how do you know if you have some CBD at home and or hemp and you're not sure? Take it and drop it in a glass of water. If it sits on the top like olive oil, it's not water soluble. You're not absorbing it. It's getting destroyed by the time it gets in your body. Ergo, you're wasting your money. And that's why you don't feel the effects. If you drop it in your glass of water and it disperses, like you just put a tea bag in it, it's good product. It's water soluble. Ours is water soluble, and I have tried other companies before I found this. What a difference. The taste factor is there too. So we have sublingual oil that goes under your tongue, comes in 4 flavors. We have unflavored, which is really like a natural flavored. We have berry, mocha, and cinnamon. We also have a new silver version that has a silver molecule wrapped around it as well, which look up the healing properties of silver if you don't know about that. It is a pathogen assassin. We have a rest hemp that is for sleep, no melatonin. We have a pets version, and then we have our topicals, lotions, as well as the roller balls. The roller balls are boss, dude. They are my favorite hemp product because they're about this big. They fit in your pocket. The Defend is great for going into public areas right now and supporting a healthy immune system. The Relax is good to help you chill out at night if you can't tell I'm a little high strung. And then the Renew is great to help with target areas of discomfort, inflammation. It's really calming. And those are triple strength. So that's huge too. Love, love, love hemp. Ask the person that invited you. We have so much information on hemp. It's ridiculous. And documentation beats conversation any day. I would love to talk more with you. And we are capitalizing on market trends. We're in an area right now where hemp is explosive. Ever since it was federally legalized by Donald Trump, by the US Farm Bill, we just found out that we're going to be able to start growing hemp in Michigan, which is pretty cool. Anyway, ever since it took off, it has been explosively growing, and you need to know that it's not a fad. It's here to stay because it's a plant. It's plant-based. And it's natural medicine, basically. So people are going to be looking for this forever. It's not going to go away. And there are a couple different ways that you can partner with us today. Now, you can build your story by becoming a preferred customer and getting on the products. What I love about being a preferred customer is you get a lot of the same rewards that we get. It's $10, first of all. You pay the $10 and you get cheap shipping. You get access to ordering the hemp. You get access to getting reward points, meaning if you put your products on auto ship, like the vitamins, let's say, you don't want to run out of those. You are going to need them every month. You put them on auto ship, you start racking up points. I just got a set of vitamins for free from my reward points. So that's really, really cool. You can do that. And you have the ability to get your products for free every month. It's called Refer Free, and yours are free, or Care and Share. You get 3 people to order the products from you, even as a customer, and your stuff is free. How cool is that? I've never heard of a company doing something like that. Now, the other way that you can partner is by putting both feet in the boat and building a business. Now is the time in this unprecedented world when we don't know what's happening with our incomes. Even me as a medical professional, I have no idea the future of my job, the future of my hospital, my unit, traditional medicine as a whole. Everything's just been flown out the window, you guys. The world is in total chaos, and why not? Why not have a backup plan? Why not have a plan B that could maybe turn into your plan A? Let me tell you what, I'm very thankful that I said yes and started building this business 18 months ago when my husband was laid off during the pandemic and couldn't get unemployment, and my $2,000 income replaced his, so we didn't suffer. So there's that. And then there's also the timing of where we're at. This company is still ground floor. There's still an opportunity to build a legacy and be at the top of the company. My team's in the top % of the company. How crazy is that? Now, what are the advantages of being an ambassador? First of all, it's $40. Do you know anywhere where you can start a turnkey business for $40? I do not. Most businesses are at least $100,000 to get started, and you maybe have to wait 5 years before you get any sort of return. The coolest thing about this is it is e-commerce. The company, Q Sciences, takes over the customer service, the shipping, the manufacturing, the labeling, the packaging, all of the risk, all of the things. They mainstream and handle it all. They give me a website, they give me a back office, they give me a cutting edge app where even if I wasn't a medical professional like Sarah, my sponsor here, she doesn't know the first thing about terpenes and hemp molecules and all the science and stuff, but she doesn't have to. Why? because she has an app. She's out in the field, out in the world, talking with someone, and they want to know more about the hemp. She can key up a document that has all of the information and send it right to her and say, okay, Sally, I got to go, but I'm going to check in with you tomorrow. That's flipping amazing. The technology today that we have at our fingertips just by saying yes is unmatchable. You also get a whole host of tax benefits that I had no clue are enjoyable with this company, which we'll talk about in a second through the Financial Freedom Movement program. So this slide, this is something where I just like to show you because I'm just a regular person. I'm not anybody special. Here I am with Jake Spencer, the president of the company, when he flew out to visit our team in Michigan a few months back. He trains us, he pours into us, he spends time with us. He's a multi-millionaire that could be doing so many other amazing things with his life and time, but he chooses to pour into us, into me. This was something I picked up as a side hustle, and I'm getting business training from a millionaire? Are you kidding me? Okay. Secondly, over here on the left, this is me on stage earning a trophy and speaking to thousands of people at convention about how I became successful in the business. I told you how my life was completely destroyed and torn apart by addiction. Here I am, 18 months later on stage, accepting a trophy and pouring into others. I wouldn't have had the ability or possibility to do that if I hadn't taken my blinders off and said yes. And then here I am down here with the Q Tribe, our team of folks, and that's not even all of us. That's just some of us, those like-minded people I talked about that are now, you know, my girl and guy gang, my friends, my folks, my people, my tribe. They're out there, they exist. And all this is self-development with a comp plan attached. I was not like this 2 years ago. I wouldn't have talked to you. I probably would have been rude to you. So I just want you to know that if you don't think you can do this, you absolutely can. So the Financial Freedom Movement is the best thing about our compensation plan. They teach you how to get your finances in order, make more money through your business, and start a savings plan. From the moment you say yes, we pair you with a financial coach, and they will take you through your portfolio. It's a little scary to open up your finances if you made bad decisions like myself, but they don't judge you. They tell you the right moves to make. They help you make an actual plan. They've helped me raise my credit score almost 50 points just in the last couple months. They've helped me pay off over 50% of a car note in the last couple months. Like, they are amazing, and it's something that you get. Once you reach a certain level, the company will start paying towards your debt too. So I'm not going to spend too much time on compensation. I just want to say this. Our compensation plan is one page. It's easy to understand if you take time and let someone explain it to you. If you know anything about marketing, you know that most companies, you only make a percentage and it only goes so many levels down. At this company, you get paid all the way down, left to right, top to bottom. Doesn't matter if it's level 1 or level 3,264. You get paid on 100% of the volume that you and your team, that means your ambassadors, and their ambassadors and customers, and so on and so forth. You get paid on all of that. That's huge. So there's 4 different ways. Number 1 at the top, that's customer acquisition sales. Number 2 is the team volume. You'll see here I said I was bronze. So that means in sales, I do 10,000 between my teams, and I get a check every month for $1,700 for doing that. When I hit that rank, here's way number 3, I got paid a $2,500 bonus. I also got paid all of these bonuses up above. Now, this is really important to know. Right now, the company has a summer cash bonus program where you can double and triple on some of your bonuses. And these first 3 bonuses you see for these first 3 levels are paid out weekly. What does that mean? It means you can join today, and if you get rolling and get into activity mode and let us help you, you can walk away $500 richer in the bonus category by next week. It just depends on how hard and fast you want to go with this, and we can help you do it. I did it. I was able to make over $1,000 in my first month, not because I knew anything about business, but because I had servant leaders, and we're here to help you do the same. So I want to unmute Sarah Fleming really quick. Can you give me a little snippet, just 1 minute, of what has this business and the compensation attached to it done for your life, Sarah?
Yeah. So for me, I was working full-time in retail management. I worked there for 10 years. Q Sciences really gave me the ability to walk away from a job that wasn't helping my mental health. It was certainly paying the bills. My husband was a stay-at-home dad, and I was the only one working. But when I found Q, I saw success very quickly. And that is what really opened up the possibility for me to be able to walk away and go into like more of a part-time position. So fast forward to today, 18 months later, less than 2 years later, I currently am working my Q Sciences business full time and working a part-time business, part-time job 2 to 3 days a week. So I just think it's amazing that I've had the ability to really pour into my family more with Q Sciences, spend more time with my family, help my own mental health, help my family's mental health, but also still pay all the bills. It's amazing what we've been able to do here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for looking at this, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. So I'm very grateful for that. Now, way number 4, we get paid. You'll see over on the right. This is very important. I've never seen another company even have the foresight to do something like this. Once you hit a certain level of income, it's the rank of elite, the company will start to pay towards a debt of your choice on your behalf. So that's above and outside your customer commission, the bonuses you earned, and your team pay that you get every single month. You fill out a form, you send it to the company. You've already been working with your financial advisor, so you know where you want it to go. Like, for instance, they've been paying $200 a month towards my car payment. And then on top of that, I'm making my regular car payment. And that's how I've been able to bring down that principal balance so much, because they've helped me learn the best financial decision to make for my situation. Most companies, once you hit a certain level, will put you in a new car and pay the note on it. And if you don't maintain the rank level, well, then you're just stuck with that car note, and then you're in debt. And that's part of why MLMs and networking have such a bad name. They don't do that here. They want to help get you out of debt. This company believes that even if you leave, we want you to be in a better financial position than when you came. So I'm confident to say that if I left Q tomorrow, my life has had so much value added. I'm not going anywhere until I hit the top, which is Crown Diamond right now on that comp plan, $350,000 a month. I'm ready for that. Can I get an amen? So I will say at this point, I've spent a lot of time talking. Thank you for listening to me. And like I said, the person who invited you here is going to follow up with you. So don't you dare ghost them, number 1. But I want to know what you're most excited about, what you heard here today, because there's something here for you no matter where you come from. I told you about how this, before this company, my life was a shambles, even though it may have looked great from the outside. But because of the tools that I have here, I've been able to align it all and put it all back together. And I am 100% available and open to talk to you and help you decide what's right for you, what path is right for you. This company meets you exactly where you're at, and it's probably, changed my life and the lives of so many people I know. So I'm really excited that you took the opportunity to listen, and I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much for taking the time.